Holy shit. Okay, let's just do it.
Okay, podcast starts.
It starts right now, for real.
Now.
Oh my God, that was agonizing.
My fucking God.
Can you believe
how
hard that was to set up?
And it should. And
I got here 1 hour ago.
Well, and the thing was, like, it was set up.
my-
Like, it was set up and it was working. And then it just randomly was like, not for you, not today.
I don't understand any of that because the thing is like I've used Logic before and I don't have any trouble.
No.
That doesn't like why is it this Zoom?
No,
What's with Zoom?
this is the thing I've experienced, seeing as this is my second podcast,
right.
is that Logic is like, you want to record one thing? Certainly. Here we
Right.
fucking go.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want to have two microphones recording at the same time? You can get absolutely wrecked.
Right.
You can get absolutely fucked. Logic is like, actually, I want to spit in your eye.
Right.
You
right.
dumb slut. How
Yeah.
dare you think that you could do this?
Right. It's not allowed. It's not allowed.
Literally not.
It's the rules.
No, actually, everything in the universe is like trying to get people to not make podcasts.
Well, there's too many.
And
There's too many of them.
And yet she persisted.
We're so strong. We're so
Oh,
strong.
before we started the podcast, I told Carly all about my work day, which I can't talk about on the podcast,
Right,
but just know that
forbidden.
there were technical difficulties and it's becoming a theme.
Yeah, I think the only thing left is for you to just go to bed and try again tomorrow. Like,
We
I
do-
think this day's shot.
We did have audio of Carly going, "It's going to be okay. It's just for fun."
Just breathe. This is just for fun.
But I did have to delete all of that because
We actually, how sad we lost it. What a
I
treasure trove.
said, "This has actually got to go." Anyway, welcome back.
Welcome back to the pod. It's been many months.
It's been so long, but we've decided we can't hold ourselves to
No.
any sort of accountability with this.
Every week. Holy shit. I can't. I know that that's like what people do typically with these things, but
We're going to give you really
No.
good stuff that is really not time sensitive, because if I talk about current events
careful, because I think before we promise really, really good stuff, it feels crazy to promise really, really good stuff. We once again have no plan.
No, it's not
What
gonna
do you
be-
mean?
Who said it's going to be really, really good? I just mean we're not going to be like, this is the thing that happened in the world today.
No, God. Oh, God, no. No.
Wait, oh no,
We
I was going to do
can't.
something topical. Popper, no.
Popper, no. That's allowed. Because that brings me joy
And
in
it's
a
gonna-
weird, sick
And
kind of way.
I think that's going to
Are you caught up?
That's going to stand the test of time.
Are you caught up?
Yes, but I did watch. Yes, like I watched an episode yesterday.
We're talking about White Lotus. Okay, go ahead.
I watched, and hey, if it's the future, go check it out.
Yeah.
Go give it a
You
watch.
should check it out. Okay, go ahead.
I watched the latest episode yesterday, but I was like kind of working at the same time. So I
Oh,
don't-
no.
yeah,
You kind of missed a good evening. Why weren't you there? Tired. What happened?
sleepy,
Sleepy.
famously.
We were like gasping. The audible group gasps that were happening pretty much start to finish. It was really fun. I was like, this show is meant to watch with a group
Well,
of gals.
a lot of people are like, nothing's been happening, and I'm like, actually, they can't. I mean, certainly
some
after
pretty
this
weird stuff.
Certainly after this most recent episode, you can't say that nothing's happening, but also the stuff's been happening.
It's been brewing. You're just not patient.
It's
you
not
want
even been-
instant gratification.
It's
and
not
it's
even
like,
been brewing. There was literally like a robbery in the first episode.
no, but like if we're talking action, sure. But I feel like there's been such great scene work that has been happening that has really been building these relationships that when little things happen, like the girlies, the moment where she's like, it's just funny. I just think it's funny.
I was gagged. Oh, when she goes, she's an aging actress.
You cannot tell me that did not send a absolute chill down your spine.
The way that she's like, remember the Gilded Age? This is the same fucking show.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the way that her character in the Gilded Age is like, I'll just buy the opera.
Right. See, I can't relate because I haven't seen Gilded Age, so you've lost me.
Oh.
But hey, wait, that actually is a really wonderful transition into my. So, obviously, we stated before that this podcast was going to be about how you know everything and I know nothing, but I've actually already ruined the podcast.
It's so important for you to know that the podcast isn't about anything.
You're right, but I feel like I went in really strong. Like I led really strong episode 1 with like, this is what it's gonna be, and this is the tone, and I'm absolutely flipping it on its head because I have been really dedicated to viewing new things. Look at me. I watched Broad City for the first time.
Those
Loved
are my girls.
I literally love them so much. And now I'm watching Veep during the day. For like my I'm making food. I have time for one quick thing. It's like that kind of show for me.
Whoa, it's so good.
It's so
Julia
good.
Louis-Dreyfus. You also have to
Brilliant.
go, like, as you finish each season, you need to go and watch the Golden Globes.
Because she wins. She's a winner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to go watch, like, her acceptance speech after. She wins every single season.
Good for her.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for her.
I love her
but
so
now
much.
I'm also watching Severance
That's
from the beginning.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm doing a really good job so far. And there was one that, Connor and I were talking about how then I need to watch You next because apparently the last season is coming out next month.
Yeah, I would say
And I've never seen that at
that's
all.
one that kind of falls off after the second season for me.
Oh, okay.
The first season's really good, and then the second season, you're like, you can't be better than the first season. But they have that girl from Haunting of Hill House in the second season.
Never seen Haunting of Hill House. But I don't think I'm ever going to watch that because it's too spooky.
It is real spooky.
It's too spooky for me. I don't like to feel scared.
Yes.
I don't
Victoria
like that.
Pedretti.
Oh. Is she the one?
She's gorge.
Okay, yeah. Blonde? No.
Sometimes.
She's so I've seen I know a lot of spoilers about You because I've seen little clips here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So is she the one that he ends up marrying and then?
Yeah.
But she's also, is it that girl?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So like the first season is like he's obsessed with one girl in New York, and then the second season he goes to LA and he becomes obsessed with a girl, but she
is
a
also
little
crazy.
Different. Yeah.
She's a little kooky.
Spoilers.
I already
Spoilers
know,
for something that came out.
right? Which is
Once
like,
again, we're not dating this podcast. Everything we talk about it has existed.
And here's the thing, you guys. I also feel like I'm not watching these things in order to feel shock and awe. I'm watching these things to catch up, like with the cultural. Like I want to understand what the jokes are, like the memes and the jokes, and like I want to be in on it.
Well, this is what we talked about last time when you were like, I only watch Pretty Little Liars, so I don't have to pay attention to anything else. Like,
And I've
that's art.
completely changed my.
But then
tone.
my point was that, but even Pretty Little Liars references other art in it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No. Right. I hear you. I just want to take it one step further and maybe watch things that were filmed after 2010.
I'm really proud of you.
Thanks.
Should we check in on our New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just had the one. Vegetables, doing great. Had a salad tonight. How about you?
I think I'm doing pretty well. As we recall, mine was that I wanted to drink less. And so I gave myself rules. And the rules were that I'm only going to drink on birthdays, holidays, trips, and dates.
Okay.
And
You've been doing that.
I've managed to do that 3 months in.
I will say there have been some blurry lines. Like new job, is that really a holiday?
It was a celebratory situation. Let me live.
Like I'm in full support of blurring the lines, but I do think that we have to be completely transparent with what's going on.
Yeah, I think so.
But you have been really, really good.
But that's the only one. That's the only blurry.
There have been many occasions where I show up not following those rules, and you're sitting there with like a non-alcoholic beer in your hand. What are you doing? What do you get at the
I
bars?
have been drinking a lot of non-alcoholic Guinness.
Yeah.
Which is like kooky. But people think it's a beer.
Right.
I tried the Heineken Zero. I don't like that one.
Boo.
That's a no for
Heineken
me.
Zero, boo.
And then just a good old seltzer water.
Yeah, you like those.
I have in the past gone on like a no alcohol, no soda.
Forget about
like moment.
You can't. It's one or the other.
But last year I did like 60 days no alcohol, no soda. And I felt like
Were
good
you better
at the end
for
of it.
Was it worth it? I don't think so.
I don't really know.
Alcohol, sure. Soda?
I definitely was able
Forget
to
about
like hit more of my like exercise classes when I wasn't doing that. But I don't know because I didn't try just like no alcohol. So maybe the soda is like here nor there. I was doing no caffeine for the year. But then
I don't think so.
yeah,
That's tough.
I'm back on that. I had half a Celsius this morning, and then I got one of those like cold brew La Colombe like cans, and I drank that at like noon.
Right.
And at 2:00 I was like straight up like shaking at my desk.
Perfect.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Perfect.
And as I've said, I had some technical issues
right,
today.
which like that makes having the shakes and you're also dealing with technical issues on your little computer. Forget about it. That's a nightmare.
Just at my little typey job.
No, having the shakes for a typey job.
Embarrassing.
That's tough.
Ooh.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
I
I'm
will
proud
say
of you.
I've been tracking it in my little tracker app. And unfortunately, even with my rules, I'm drinking about once a week.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
You know what
I
it
really
is?
do.
I've been going on too many dates.
And have you really?
I've
Good
been
for
on like I've been
you.
on like 4 dates in the last like 6 weeks. Which
That's
to me is
that's
a lot.
Huge
That's a lot.
number. Considering like there's no reward. Do you know what I mean? Like what, a free meal, a free drink?
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. You couldn't. It's not happening.
We can't get into it.
We can't get into it because first of all, it's depressing. And second of all, there's only 4 stories and they're probably pretty short and boring. Am I right?
Well, and a lot of them are the same person.
Oh,
We
let's,
can't get into
let's
that.
not.
We can't get into that.
Guys. You know what I wanted to
I'm
ask
too online.
you? I wanted to talk about our experience. Not even really ask, but just discuss our experience trying to find the entrance to the half marathon. I actually think
wait. We have 2 things to talk about.
Okay.
Wait, 3 things.
Okay.
So we're just giving an agenda here at the top. We're going to talk about the half marathon.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about going to see our friend's cover band play.
Yes.
Oh my God.
The most fun in the world.
You guys are going to lose it at this story. We were laughing so hard. Actually, we'll see if you laugh because
apparently it's actually
because
not funny
apparently
at
it
all.
wasn't funny at all.
Let's
Okay.
spoil it. Let's keep going. Okay.
And then the third thing is I need you to talk about the hawk.
Okay.
Should we start with the hawk?
Let's actually start because I don't have my phone on me, but I'll just describe it. So apparently, I just received a video from my parents.
We'll post it on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Perfect. So there's this hawk that has been living recently behind my parents' house, and it just be hopping up and like big, like I'm doing for those of you just listening at home. Big wings, like a big
Is that what
boy.
That's a hawk. That's hawks?
Probably.
Sure.
I would imagine so. And it has just really been trying to get into our house. Like apparently not even just like the back door, like has made its way to the front.
Why does it want to be inside?
I don't know. But I got the craziest video. I'll show it to you in person and then we'll also post it. But it's like really odd. Just hopping around, poking, like trying to get in, like big bird.
Do you have like animals inside that it's like
No.
yum, give me those?
No, there must be something horribly wrong with it, right?
maybe it wants maybe it's like adopt me. I'm
don't
your
know.
new hawk.
I mean, that'd be really fierce. Could you imagine? I'm like, welcome to my family home, and this is our hawk, and his name is.
I famously know
don't
people with pet
Hawky.
birds.
But like a hawk, though, for real?
No,
I don't know about that.
No,
That would be way cooler.
way cooler.
Riskier for sure.
I feel like your parents could call like a sanctuary.
I guess so. I think they're just hoping it'll move along.
Along.
You know, it'll get bored.
Boop, boop. There is a pigeon that has been living in the train stop right by me.
Same guy? Just one?
I'm pretty sure I'm assuming it's a woman.
Right.
Because she's got that like
a energy about her.
got that like
Yeah.
way about her, but we're gonna name drop our friends on the podcast, right?
Yes.
I think we have to. They don't care.
They don't listen. It doesn't fucking matter.
That's so true.
They don't ever know.
I was with Shannon the other night and we
Yeah.
were going to that bar that's like just one stop away.
Yeah.
I won't name it.
Yeah.
But you know
famous that people might try to come find us.
Okay, anyway.
Something.
There's a bar that's literally one train stop away and it was cold and we were like, well, we'll just take the train.
Right.
And we walked into the train stop saw that the train was 8 minutes away, and then we were like, well, we're stupid, we should just walk.
Yeah.
But so we essentially like walked in on one side of the platform and then just like walked out the other way, and as we're walking up the stairs out, all of a sudden Shannon is like I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. And she's like, a pigeon. It just like flew over her head, and I was like, oh yeah, she lives here.
Right. You actually are disturbing her in her home.
I was like, you're in the fucking way, Shan.
You're in her room, her bedroom.
Let her live.
Yeah.
Also, it was like late at night, and
sleeping.
I normally see her in the morning.
Yeah, she's past her bedtime.
And I was like, you have disturbed her.
Yeah.
But I've asked on multiple occasions of my friends, like, should I be concerned about the pigeon in the subway stop? Like,
it's probably fine. I'm not worried.
But it just doesn't seem like she's gotten out recently.
Don't you think if she wanted to go outside, she would?
I don't know. It's like she's
don't
like
you
really.
think that maybe she just likes being
she's
inside?
Like really down there.
Maybe, do you think she's lost?
I don't know. She made me think of your hawk.
Yeah, well, 2 lost birds.
Kindred spirits.
Exactly.
Birds that want to be inside. Inside birds.
Inside birds.
Mm-hmm.
Let them. Let the birds be inside.
What's the book that everyone's that's like let them.
There's a book?
There's like, you know how we go through phases as a society.
Sure, girl boss. Right.
Marie Kondo.
Yeah, yeah.
Aren't you a badass? Those ones.
Yeah.
Gaslight, Gatekeep, girl boss.
Untamed. I'm a leopard.
Right. This one is like let them.
Let them just.
It's like oh, okay, someone's gonna be like talking shit about you.
Let them.
Oh, someone's gonna get all up in arms about the way you organize your recycling. Let them.
I actually like it.
Yeah, I haven't read the book.
No, and I never will. I haven't read any of those things.
And you shouldn't have to.
And I won't. Let me.
Let her.
Let her.
From the girls who brought you Girl Boss, we now bring you Let Her.
Let her. Let her.
Let her.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
So
on to topic.
That's the hawk. Okay.
That's the hawk. Okay. Topic 2. The half marathon.
Yeah.
Shout out Shani.
Shani, we're so proud of you. She's never going to listen.
So proud of you. She does not have time to listen. She's a working girl.
You're right.
That girl's got so many jobs.
Yeah. But anyway, so Shani ran the half, and we decided that we were going to be really supportive friends. It was you, me, and Amy.
Mm-hmm.
And Connor, but she slept in and met us later. Which, you know what? You have to kind of respect that. You know?
And here's the thing.
We all knew.
We had a birthday party the night before that Connor and I went to. That ended with us in a karaoke room at 3:30 in the morning.
It wasn't gonna happen.
And we Ubered home, and Connor was like, "See you in the morning," and I was like,
"I don't think so."
Let her.
Hey, let her. Let her. And we did.
And we did.
I literally left my house, and she was snug as a bug in a little rug in there. And I said, you know what? She can meet us for brunch. And I just left.
Of course.
But anyway, so it's you, me, Amy. We get our we have plenty of time.
We got down there at 9.
So much time.
She didn't start racing until like 8:45.
Right. We were like, oh my God, let's get bagels.
We have so much time.
Absolutely. So we're at 72nd. We go get our bagels. We're chilling. We're like, let's go down, you guys, to
let's
69th.
Yeah, no. Let's meet her at Columbus Circle.
Yeah, even lower, Columbus Circle.
Yeah, we were like, because the half marathon route was like they ran up like 6th Ave or something.
Yeah, and like up in the park.
And then they went like up the east side of the park. And so we were like, okay, we'll go down to 59th and like walk over to the east like corner
and see her run.
Right. Because that'll be better than
the finish
line, whatever.
Right.
So we're like making our way downtown, walking fast.
Faces past. Homebound, most certainly.
With bagels.
Right.
And oh my God, wait, can I tell them about my latte?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's part of it.
Right?
It sets the tone.
Okay, so I get a latte at the bagel place that's like, here's the thing about me. I love a little like specialty.
Of course.
Like if they're like, I got one the other day that was pistachio orange blossom.
Delightful, I'm sure.
Delicious.
Yum.
You'd think it'd be too sweet. Just good.
I actually bet the pistachio really evened that out.
Hey.
Give that nutty.
Yeah. Let her. Anyway, I ordered this like, I don't remember what was in it. It was like maple pecan. latte.
Right.
Thinking like maple syrup and like like some sort of pecan syrup.
Yeah.
No. I mean, maybe so. Couldn't tell ya because
Right.
I threw it out. But there was certainly maple syrup in it. And then there was crushed up pecan on top of the iced latte.
Which is crazy because inevitably it just kind of, you just got floating chunks.
I'm like drinking this latte through a straw and I'm like having to chew every sip.
That's crazy. It was really gross looking. It looked pretty disgusting. It wasn't even like an aesthetic, like,
no, and it's
no point
and
was
it's
it
not
aesthetic.
like, it's not like there was like whipped cream on
No.
top and then they sprinkled. It was just like
iced
dumped
latte nuts, just crushed up nuts.
just crushed up nuts in the latte. So we're like walking downtown. Also, it's getting more and more crowded as we go because it's like
The finish line is down in that area.
well, that, and also it's just like a Saturday morning on the Upper West
Right,
Side. Whatever. We're walking like by Lincoln Center. And I'm like dealing with this whole latte thing, whatever.
Right. Distracted.
As we're getting down there, Amy's like checking Shannon's location and she's like, guys,
She's zooming.
she's running
She is.
fast.
Yeah. She was practically flying.
And then we get down to 59th and we like look left, we look right. You can't walk. The street is completely blocked off. There's no way to get to the east side. So, and we're like, and she's going to be there.
now
Like, she's there.
she's there. It's
Okay,
too late already.
so we're
for
like,
that.
okay, scrap that. We're going to go to the finish line.
What started as a leisurely morning turned into
Panic.
I was sweating, feeling like I was.
Well,
running a
also,
half
it was
marathon.
like, the temperature was like kind of warm for like a late
But
winter,
wearing
early
a
spring.
coat, but like a nice breeze.
I'm in like my like light. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, one of these days we're just gonna do it the whole way through.
Okay, really quick transparent with the chat. It's been about an hour because the camera died, but we know exactly
We know where we're at in the
where we
story.
left off, and so
We had a chunky latte, and now we are power walking to try to see Shan at a. We're going back up.
we've decided that the finish line is the best place to see Shannon,
Right.
and therefore back uptown we go. We get up to 63rd Street.
Mm-hmm.
There are all these signs that are like half marathon, half marathon, half marathon. And we're like, great,
Perfect,
this
that's
is where
us.
we'll get into the park.
Right.
And so we turn on 63rd, 64th. There are all these NYPD cops there.
Doing nothing.
Being absolutely fucking worthless.
Like bare minimum, you should be able to answer a question about the half marathon.
hey, is this where I get into the park?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
What?
You're standing here and acting as though you have authority.
Well, and then
What are we doing?
also theoretically they were checking bags, but they weren't.
No, they weren't.
They literally weren't.
I was like, do you need to check my bag? They're like, you're good. What are we doing?
what?
You're being paid. Sorry. You're being paid to stand there and not have any information, not do
Yeah,
anything?
you're literally like, hey, where's Central Park? And they're like, I
don't
don't
know,
know. I'm from
maybe-
Staten Island.
Well, I'm not sure. It's like right behind him. Turn around,
Am I
my
gonna get
dude.
canceled for saying that? But it's not even the Staten Island of it all. They could be from the Bronx. They could be from anywhere. It's just they just like
Didn't have any
they-
information.
It's just like, what are you talking about? Okay.
Anyway, okay, so we go in.
We go in. We go all the way in by 64th.
Yeah.
Then we like cut down on by the park to 63rd.
We can like see where the finish line is ahead of us.
But we can't get into the park. There's a giant fucking fence. And finally, we find like a volunteer in like a vest, and I'm like, how?
Sir,
I literally
please.
Like, also, like my brain was mush as we discussed. I was up until 3:30 in the morning the night before I go up to this man. What did I even say?
No,
I was like,
you said, and I quote, "Where can we see them run? Where can we see them
I
run?"
was like, where do we see them running?
Oh my god. So funny. And he's like, you have to go all the way out.
I was trying so hard to be like charming.
No, it wasn't.
By being like, I'm so stupid, but
It
also
came out. It came out really dumb. Where can we see them run?
I was so frantic. Also, Amy is like panicking.
Oh my God,
We're
I
also
know.
Amy made signs.
Yes, this is important to note that this entire journey so far, we're carrying large poster board signs.
And it's windy, so the signs are like
flimsy, like project, like.
At this point, I've tossed my disgusting coffee in the trash.
There's no time for it.
There was no,
So this volunteer basically is like, go back, you have to go all the way back out to Broadway.
And then you can go up to 75th.
Which is where we were to get bagels at the beginning of this story.
At 9 a.m. At this point, it's like almost 11.
And it's like, honestly, I knew the whole time we weren't going to see her run. I was like, there's no way.
So we've made our way back out to Broadway. We've gone through crowds of people reuniting with their loved ones.
With the signs.
With there's like, everybody's so happy and we're like
sweating.
We're
out of
sweating
breath.
And we're like, Shannon, slow the fuck down.
Like, now's a good time to walk.
I'm like, now's the time to twist an ankle, bitch. Like,
not to make this about us. But
I'd like it better if you hobbled across the finish line because maybe we get to see it.
We might be able to see some
God.
sort of action.
Okay,
maybe.
So we're zooming up Broadway. Then Connor calls me. She's like, Shannon looks like she crossed the finish line.
And I'm like, probably.
I'm like, she's like, but you're not. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I was like, absolutely. First of all, you got an extra couple hours of sleep. Shh. Also. Shh. Also, we actually couldn't have tried harder. We could not have been trying harder.
We did
to make this happen.
We did everything you could possibly do. Also, I can just see like Amy. The light is dimming from Amy's eyes. She was so excited. She made these beautiful signs. She's such a good friend.
Oh my God.
I'm like a hungover loser that just said, "Where do I see the front?"
And I just didn't do any. I think I just expected to be led.
Okay, and the funny thing is, Amy and I went to watch the marathon last November, and the same fucking thing happened. And I don't know.
No lessons learned. No lessons learned.
Not a get it through your thick skull.
Right.
Where you enter for races is 75th Street. So we finally get to 75th Street. Once again, NYPD is there. They are fucking around
about it.
Whatever. We just zoom through. They don't check our bags. Whatever.
Just
we
walk
get
right
like
in.
through. We can see the finish line off in the distance, and then Shannon calls me.
Yeah. She's like, "Where are you guys?"
She's like, "I think it's gonna be hard for me to get out of like this like place, so let's just meet at the brunch place."
Oh my God.
And I didn't have the heart to be like, "We did not fucking see you."
We didn't see you even for
She
a
knew.
second.
She knew.
There's no excuse other than just that we didn't know where to go, and
and there
so
was,
it was a
also
real mess.
there's no signage until you get to 75th and are like entering the park, and then there's a sign that's like audience for the race this way. Maybe
Let's
put that on Broadway.
Yeah, maybe like be a little more clear. Also, there's so many maps you can find online for the route.
We knew exactly where the race was happening.
You need to have maps for pedestrians, viewers, of where and how they can enter and where they can stand. Anyway,
I can't even get mad.
really-
I can't even get, what is it, New York Run? Who does that?
I don't know.
Whoever's in charge. It's a nonprofit. I'm sure you're working so
I'm
hard.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sure you're doing
working
your best,
so hard,
but
and you're trying to collaborate with the New York Police Department.
I'm
I
sorry.
can't even
I
imagine
can't
what
even-
you've been through.
Yeah, that's tough. It's not on them. I'm giving you a little bit of feedback that maybe things could be a little bit more
We're
smooth.
just dumb girls, and we need help.
I need signs. I need directions. I need to see the layout before I even
Maybe
show
we
up.
just didn't Google the right Google. Also, once again, we are living in an age of where when you Google, you cannot find the information you're
Maybe we
looking
just
for.
didn't Google the right Google. Maybe we just
Gemini
Google
is
the Google.
fucking us, okay?
I
This like
know.
they're like the AI can do it. No, it can't. Show me where the race starts. I Google where do I see race. What I said to that volunteer man,
Where do I see them run?
I should be able to put that into Google
And get an answer.
And it should give me an answer so that I don't have to go embarrass myself in front of the man who's volunteering at the half marathon.
Even though it was a treat for me.
And I'd never be embarrassed.
No.
I love
just
to be
giggling.
perceived, and I don't care how positive, negative, neutral.
as long as it's happening.
Perceive me.
Okay. So anyway, that's the marathon story. It ended up being fine. We got brunch. We took some really lame, cute pictures with her outside of the restaurant
Shannon
with her
said
signs.
she wasn't mad, and then we like got drinks like a few days later, and I was like, you swear you're not mad
because we failed.
Yeah,
we just failed.
She
That's all
also
it
was
is.
like, I was like, and Connor didn't even make it there, and she was like, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
It's fine.
I was like,
we really did our best. It was an A for effort, for sure.
Anyway,
okay, so that was topic 2. Topic 3, now we need to discuss seeing our good friend sing in a cover band and our experience at that show.
Okay.
And by the way, we had the best time. And this is nothing about our friends singing in a cover band.
No, here's the thing.
Not about that
here's
at
the
all.
thing. We're gonna say a lot of things about the band. They are very good.
They are very, very, very good, and we were so proud. And I was jumping and screaming my head off and dancing and having the best time. But we have a separate. Okay, that's just.
We have a couple things, honestly. A couple things. So we get to the venue, and we had gone to watch the March Madness college basketball at like a sports bar. So I did not commit to a look for this evening.
Yeah. Okay.
You forgot about this.
Yeah, I forgot about this part. And now I see where we're starting.
Me and the aforementioned Amy had both been like, we're going to a sports bar. It's no big deal. We're both wearing like t-shirts, jeans, and baseball caps. I got my hair in a pony. She's got her hair down.
Like not a lick of makeup. Like just chilling.
Just like I knew I was going to be out for a long time. It was it Sunday? No,
it was a Saturday. Yeah,
it
was Saturday.
We just couldn't be.
It's fine.
The town.
You don't need to explain yourself.
Anyway,
Continue.
we go to the sports bar. It's fine. Very casual. Then we like this venue is like the basement of a dive bar. So I wasn't like,
it's going to be dark. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, I was like, whatever. And I'm going to see my friends. Like, I'm not trying to, whatever.
Right.
Anyway, we get to the venue and they're doing like bag check. And the girl doing bag check is like, just by the way, we don't allow hats inside. So if you put it back on, you will be escorted out. What?
That's crazy.
What do you mean?
Immediately, I am thinking, who did something crazy with a hat that got this rule instated?
I have to assume it's like an identity thing. Like it's like you're hiding like your face from cameras and you're like
that's
drugging
insane.
People or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay, maybe.
I don't know. But also like my hair's fucking gross and sweet Amy girl has straight across bangs and she was like deeply unwell taking her hat off.
It's vulnerable.
It's so
really vulnerable.
If a girl's wearing a hat, it's for a reason.
It's on purpose.
It's
Respect
like,
it.
It's like so incredibly purposeful. I'm like, we're like walking down the stairs to get to like the basement of this bar. I'm like frantically putting my hair into a higher ponytail because I had like a full like George Washington like low pony. I'm like asking.
You like turn to me at the bar.
I turned to you at the bar and I'm like, okay, is the ponytail high enough? And she's like, I think if you go higher, it'll look weird. Which also, I need to be so honest with you. You went to get Diet Coke, so I put it higher.
You said, fuck that.
No, because there was also a mirror.
Oh, well.
And I caught.
Was it better?
I caught a glimpse and I was like, oh, no.
What you had asked me, this is what you actually asked me. You said, is there any helping this? Is there anything that can be done? That's what you asked. Not should I put it higher? And I looked at you and I said, I think that this.
Oh my God, it's Mia Thermopolis going, as usual, this is as good as it's going to get.
No, I literally was like, I think this is just what it's going to be tonight. And it's dark in here.
Meanwhile, Amy is like pushing her, like smushing her. She's
no,
like,
Shannon,
she's like licking her hands. Like pushing her face down.
Shannon's like, here, just take my sunglasses. So Amy's using Shannon's sunglasses like as a headband.
But it's not really doing anything for the bangs.
Not,
honestly, okay, Amy, if Amy's watching, like, she looked fine.
It actually was fine. You looked worse.
No,
you looked absolutely worse.
Yes.
Like honestly, the bangs helped disguise the whole thing. You were just giving slick back.
It was
but
like
not in a good way.
did she just come from Barry's boot camp? Like what the fuck?
Right. Anyway, so that was strike one.
Also, there were fucking people wearing hats. Is all I'm saying.
I saw
I'm saying
men. Yeah, that's right. 2 men wearing hats. white men.
Which arguably, they're who this rule is for.
Probably.
There's no way that
certainly.
There's no way that a woman rolled up to this club in a baseball cap
And did something nefarious.
I was about to say the exact same word.
Exactly.
Is it nefarious or nefarious?
I don't know.
Maybe both right.
I'm not sure.
Hey.
Is it nefarious?
Let her.
Hey, let her.
Let
I don't
her.
know. We'll
Anyway.
I don't know, sound off in the comments, I guess.
So I'm already reeling. Also, like, all of us have called it absolutely quits. I wasn't drinking at all.
We all got a soda. We were like,
I said a Diet Coke for mommy.
right. We said
Yeah.
cheers, girls. So anyway, so then, mind you, we're here to see a specific friend in this band.
Yes.
Like
It's a band. They're a singer, a guitarist, a bassist, and a drummer, and we were there
to see our singer.
to see the
friend.
singer.
And we were so excited. And I think
Another thing on the dress code.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's get it all
I
out.
was informed by some of our friends that we met there that our friend was wearing shorts, like little cut off denim shorts, because they're about to sing like rock pop music.
Right.
And the venue was like, you can't wear shorts.
And yeah, literally he was like,
He was like, I'm not gonna weave some pants for you right now. What do you mean?
I'm singing. And they were like, oh, okay, I guess. That's crazy. What is that rule too?
What?
Shorts and hats?
Who are we
Not
pretending
allowed.
to be?
I don't know. I don't know.
I
really was racking my brain for a while trying to think, and hat, sure, shorts, I'm stumped. Safety?
I think maybe
Spillage?
I think maybe they're trying to maintain like a dress code, but it's a.
Look around.
Are we here?
Okay, yeah, we're here. We're good.
Okay, anyway.
So, no hats, no shorts.
No
Anyway.
hats, no shorts.
Crazy.
Like, absolutely get over yourselves. Whatever.
Grow up.
The
Okay.
band comes up to play. Take it away.
The band comes up to play. And to be frank, I think I knew this. But I had forgotten. Like, it had like...
To be honest, I barely knew that this friend of ours had a cover band.
Right.
So I was like along for the
like,
ride.
I think I knew this, but anyway. So then there was another member of this band that we had either forgotten or did not even know at all, that like went to school with us, that was also in this band.
No, okay, so more specifically, this man walks out on stage and I'm like, so who else is in this band? And Carly's like,
Let's just say John Smith.
that's John Smith.
That's John fucking Smith.
And I went, I forgot John Smith existed.
Right.
Like, straight up object permanence. Like, I went to college with this man, and graduation day, he ceased to exist in my mind.
And like no shade to him at all whatsoever, just different circles, different paths, different journeys.
Didn't know he lived in this city. First of all,
Lost track of each other.
He did not play guitar. Like,
Or maybe did and we just never knew.
he was a business major. Like,
shock.
he was like a frat boy business major, and all of a sudden he's a frat boy business major who doesn't live in this city and may have died, and all of a sudden there he is
There he is.
up there playing the guitar
In the coolest fucking leather jacket I've
it
ever
was like
seen.
a Marlboro like
rock god jacket.
yeah, like the cigarettes, but like the jacket was like red sleeves and like
so
the logo.
cool.
And I was like,
and like, but also, and like same face that I remember, but then just like everything surrounding, like hair, all. I was like, what?
I was like, who is that?
I know. I was like, that's John Smith.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, I knew it was John Smith, but also I was much younger than you.
Shut the fuck up. This man was in my class. We went to a very small school.
Right.
I saw him but he was somebody that like, I don't know if we've ever had a conversation.
Right.
It was
And
just
then I most certainly never,
yeah.
You know, I think I knew the name and I knew his face, but I don't know if I ever even really attached them to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for a long time when our friend, the lead singer, was telling me that this person was in his band, I was like thinking of someone else's face the whole time.
Yeah.
So I, even with you, was kind of like, whoa, it's not who I thought it was even a little bit.
No, it was like, I was like transported in this basement with a shitty ponytail.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, you literally were like, what? You like turned to me with your crazy ponytail, your crazy slick back. And you're like holding your hat in your hand. And you're like, where the fuck am I?
and I couldn't get over it.
And
Like,
they
they
pretty much sober too. It's really important to
100
remember.
completely sober.
So
I didn't have a drink at the sports bar. Like, I was like, it wasn't a birthday, holiday,
It
date,
wasn't.
or trip.
No.
So, like, I was sober Sally. This took me out of the water.
yeah, no, and it was so fun.
The entire night, they played for an hour. And I kid you not, every time this man opened his mouth, I was like, can you fucking believe it's John Smith?
I know.
Back from the motherfucking dead?
Killing it. Doing such a great job. Having so much fun. Last place I ever thought I'd see him.
Insane.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain to the viewer. Like, it doesn't seem like it should be that big of a deal.
It just felt really crazy in the moment.
It felt so
really
crazy.
insane.
And then we turned to one of our friends who I don't see very often, and I was like, can you believe it's John Smith? And he was like,
yeah. I see John Smith frequently.
He was like, he's in the band. I was like, what the fuck is going?
It's like, and also I'm being hilarious and you're not laughing. You're not getting the joke. Like, you're not getting that this is so funny and silly. So it was kind of like, I think just you and I were laughing. And maybe that's the case right now. Who's to say? But I still stand by that it was crazy and funny, and it continued to make me giggle throughout the entire evening.
Sometimes things happen where you're like, this is the Matrix.
Right.
It's like they took my hat.
They took my hat. My hair looks crazy. Last person I ever thought I'd ever see again in my life probably forgot that they existed.
Yeah.
And then that caused us on the car ride home to then kind of do a deep dive into other people we forgot existed that were associated with this person.
Oh my God. I fear that I am one of those people that, like, if I kind of forget about someone, I think because I kind of forget about people, like, I'm straight up out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
As my friend said, she was like, your object permanence is lacking.
Right.
I'm like very much, I'm a love the one you're with, unfortunately.
Right.
I kind of like naturally assume other people are that way too. And so when I run into someone, I recently was at a show on Monday night and I walked in and there's this guy who I went to college with. And this one, I knew he was in the city. He sees a lot of my friends super often. He works really closely with one of my friends. And I walked in before her and he was like, Haley, hi. And like gave me a hug, hello. And you would think that I saw him last week. We have not spoken in 10 years.
Right.
So it's like, I had assumed that he had forgotten who I was.
Because obviously you would.
Because in that same situation, I would.
Right. What does that say?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like I don't value other people or I think people don't value me.
I don't think it's that deep, honest to God. I think it truly is just the way your brain works. Out of sight, out of mind.
There's
I think
just
that
like
might
there's
be okay.
so much going on and I don't totally understand how Logic Pro works and that's taking up like a lot of space.
Right.
So I can't possibly be remembering that John
no,
Smith exists.
Certainly not. Well, and there's no malicious intent. We were so excited about it. Do you know what I
No,
mean? Like,
it
we were
was-
thrilled
I
to
was
find
like,
out.
Blast from the motherfucking past.
Right, having so much fun giggling, kicking my feet.
Well, also just like didn't know he played guitar.
A fun little bonus.
Didn't know he sang.
Right. Yeah. No, I think it was a positive thing all around.
Well, and also he was arguably like giving front man of the band. Like he was talking more than our friend that was the singer.
I mean, yeah, I was like, wait, dynamic duo, you know?
I was literally like, wait, is this your band?
And honestly, if I reach back into like the crevices of my mind, it might be. I think that our friend was like a new addition as the singer. I think this might have been an existing thing. I don't know. Don't quote me on this.
We were absolutely crashing out.
Yeah, we were having a lot of fun with this. It just made the whole night even 10 times more fun than it would have been, you know?
Just like
it was a treat.
Absolutely unwell.
Yeah. And then it ended and we promptly got into a cab and we were home at a reasonable hour. And that might have been the best part about it. You know how I like that.
And I put my hat back on the second we got out
yeah,
the door.
It was like, whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
anyway, so I think those are our stories, right? We did pretty good.
I think that's what we have for you.
I think that it's great. And honestly, the camera's about to die again here pretty soon. We really can't risk talking further.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, thank you so much for not listening to this.
Yeah. Mind your business.
This was Stop Eavesdropping.
This was Stop Eavesdropping. You better not bring it up. I don't want to hear about it, but I hope you enjoyed.
If you're our moms, can you just pretend like you didn't listen?
And like maybe just like, and I mean this so seriously, and I'll tell her this to her face.
Unsubscribe.
I just feel like I want to be free. I feel like I want to be free. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I did meet your family for the first time
You did.
last week.
They're a delight and they're a treat, but there are some things that are for them. And
I was introduced as your business partner.
I did. I was like, oh, have you met Haley, my business partner of the podcast that we did one time at that point?
That we haven't really posted online at all.
Well,
it'll be up by the time this one comes out.
It's going to be fine. And you know what? I refuse to set timelines for this. I refuse to have any sort of, because that's not what it's about.
No, it's about you. It's about us talking.
Yeah.
And no one. That's it.
That's it. That's all it is.
Hey. Let her.
Let her.
Let her.
That's what this episode's going to be called. Let her.
Let her.
Okay. Much love to you all. Goodbye now.
Illy. Don't fucking listen to this.
Go away. Look away. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.